Hello, hello, stream, REBBL fans. Welcome to Blood Bowl. This is the REBBRL College Finals.
I'm here for all the marbles.
All of them, yeah. This is the first team, the Old World Wardens, coached by Tetsuya, Undead. It's an Undead team.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty solid. Got the 3 guard you need. Kind of going for an eventual greedy palm white. Right now it's just Mighty Blow jump up.
Got the doubles for the jump up.
Yeah, so bit of a lackluster combo currently, but is going to be a great one eventually.
Sure Hands block Ghoul is nice, good ball carrier. Agi Ghoul is also a good option in case you need to do weird dodges. 1 block zombie, 1 fouling skeleton named Mr. Skeletal, which I appreciate a lot, and a large bench. And they're playing Pazeltov, the Butcher's Eagles, it was a Wood Elf team.
It was briefly a Wood Elf team. Now there are still some things going for it. It's got a guard lineman. It's got a plus movement catcher, which is a great one-turner. Only needs 1 push to 1 turn. Raj lineman, very solid stuff. Kick lineman, dodge lineman. Missing the plus agi lineman, unfortunately. MNG'd from last game.
There is a guard lineman, though, and we all know how good guard can be on Wood Elves.
And he's going to be getting a lot of inducements. I mean, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players, so he gets 4 loners at 70k a pop. I don't want to do that math, but he will have several hundred at least. And I'm hearing from the coaches that they are about to get started, so we can hop into the game.
Well, once it's live, should be up soon.
What do we think? Pretty standard beefy undead versus battered wood elves.
I mean, I think undead, but the wood elves always have a shot because of inducements and because they're wood elves.
Yep, the nonsense factor is always there.
Yep. But if this game was played 50 times, I think the undead would win more than half. But when there's only 1 game on the line, Wood Elves are basically the team that is capable of pulling up the most nonsense. So easily a shot for the Wood Elves if they happen to roll well and things go their way.
Yeah, for sure. I know Pazeltov was practicing for this and talking to a lot of people for advice, so maybe he will be prepared to deal with the undead menace.
There we go. In we go. Looks like the undead are defending first. Look at all those loners. But what did we get for Pazeltov? Well, we have a bribe, we have 2 babes, we have a wizard.
A wizard. Surprised you didn't get a star player to flesh things out, and I'm also surprised that that bribe isn't an Apo, to be honest.
Yeah, well, I suppose. The bribe, I don't know if I agree with the bribe. You're not going to be fouling, really, without much of a bench.
And I don't know that you're going to be in a dominant enough position to be fouling, but hey, maybe he'll be making good use of it.
I don't know if another Apo is worth it either, though, right? There's like maybe 2 players, 3 players that you like would Apo if they got a badly hurt to keep them on the field, and like the second Apo to keep your team alive or whatever. It doesn't matter because you don't have. There's like 2 players you care about on this team. The guard elf and then movement like line elf or catcher are the only elves you really care about.
Well, we'll see what he does with it.
So I don't know if I would have taken the Apo even. I don't know what I would have done with that 100k.
I mean, I would have considered a star player over.
Yeah, could you have dropped the bribe in one of the babes to get 150 and then put that into something maybe?
Yeah, I don't know.
Could have dropped both the babes and made it 200, but I don't know if dropping both babes to get some star player is worth it.
Well, the thing with extra Apos, Dupe, is it gives you the opportunity to aggressively Appo a KO early on in the first half, or even a badly hurt. So that gives you the numbers advantage, which can be really nice. Oh, also he did this knowing that he would be getting a free bribe anyway.
He didn't.
Oh,
he didn't get a bribe. He didn't get a bribe. It was free from the stadium.
We're both idiots is the moral of this story.
Yeah, so we got a wizard and an Appo for 250, I guess.
Yeah, I guess he probably didn't have that much. He got a wizard and 2 babes and an Appo. Or no, he already had an Appo. What are we talking about? He had a wizard and 2 babes. Yes. End of story.
250, like I said. Are we just going for? It looks like he's trying to set up in like a weird one-turny way, but that's not going to work with where the players currently are.
Yeah, I think this is more of a...
He could block the zombie and then...
Yeah, I think he's going to try to pop this corner open and then run some players down that way. He's only got 1 catcher, which is going to be a little annoying for...
If you put the catcher on there, you could you could block the zombie and then leap the War Dancer over and push the zombie into that spot to do the one-turny thing, but I don't think that's what he's going for.
No, I don't think he's going to one-turn here. Doesn't make any sense.
God, look at all those loners. Rerolls are not going to be very reliable for the Wood Elves.
Yeah, he is playing towards the tackle side, but he's playing away from the Mighty Blow side, so it's a bit of pick your poison. Well, quick snap helps for the 2-turn.
A little bit, yeah.
So like Jeff was saying in chat, I wouldn't be surprised to see him aggressively push up the wing here and 2-turn score, and then use the wizard, try to bolt with the wizard to pop it free and go up 2-0.
He can pull out 2 elves from tackle zones right now for free and still have the 2 die on the zombie, but he won't have to take the other ones. I mean, I suppose he could have 2 days.
Yeah,
you could get 2 dies by leaving them there, but it also will have at least 2 of your players probably stuck.
Now, if you do it from the angles, you can just push them back and then run the loners out, and then you have dodge as a screen, which is fine.
It depends on what happens, though.
Yes, of course.
With the block dice.
Yeah, I think I agree. Choosing tackle is a bit of a mistake here.
It's also away from the dirty player, if you care about that.
Covering up the ball. We're making a couple line blocks, I imagine.
Well, yeah, there's only 2. Who do you do? What do we blitz this turn?
The blitz is going to come from the War Dancer.
On the
probably
zombie?
onto the zombie with the loner assist, and then you run the War Dancer up the field.
And the catcher, well, he can't really make it as far as you'd like, but he can make it pretty far, surprisingly.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to carry with the catcher. I think he might.
Oh, maybe. Nope.
Okay, so he's going to carry on the kick lineman, and
he's going to just... He's just making sure the catcher has max movement to get as far as possible.
Yep.
God, you can get so far. Look, movement 9 and sprint is very fast.
Oh, he's going to stay in the backfield, so he is going to keep things safe and try to run up and pass to someone next turn, would be the standard elf MO. And yes, he does look like he's going to blitz the tackle weight.
Tackle weight? Yeah.
He does not admittedly need to knock the zombie anywhere to get through here, so...
Yeah, I suppose that's true. And if you can knock over the tackle weight and reduce its movement, that's a good plan considering its tackle.
So he is prioritizing more 2 dies, though he is going to be making them with loner pieces now. This is a bit risky. You're not likely to cause damage on Armor 8 regen.
Nope.
And he actually doesn't have a bench, the Undead.
Yes, he does. He has 3.
Oh, wait, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong side.
Yes, 3 bench.
So the Undead has a massive bench. You're not likely to cause any attrition, so I wouldn't bother.
The Wood Elves don't have a bench. But that's to be expected, considering
now
half
where do
the
you
team
go
is
here?
loners.
Based on how he kind of got in his own way by putting this rookie. Okay, he's not going up the side.
Not yet.
He might be looking to stall this out a bit longer. He's a little worried about getting 2-1 grinded, maybe 2-1 ground.
The difficulty is, though, if you don't take the position soon, you give the undead time to get their mummies in position, time to get the whites in position, and then the field is a lot more covered, and it is difficult.
Yeah, but as long as Wood Elves aren't taking too much damage, they don't ever worry about scoring. Like, there's only so effectively you can screen off the whole pitch, right?
Yeah, but this, it's less about that.
Push back one of these mummies and get it way out of the way here.
And it's less about that and more about every single turn that you are on the pitch, you are taking at least one mighty blow, potentially 3 if you don't position your players well.
Yeah, but you're always going to be on the pitch, right? There's no, and setting up on the LOS.
Yeah, but every
3 hits.
Every turn you stall, right?
Yes, but every turn it doesn't matter. Turns are turns. You're going to take a turn no matter what.
Every turn you stall, right? You're like, you have to be in your backfield. Probably every that's 1 to 3 mighty blow hits. You'll lose players, and if you keep stalling, whether they're out or like just KO'd, you'll have less players in the field. There's just less people to help you stall. Then if those KOs don't come back, it can be really difficult to defend.
That is a surfable lineman. I don't like that positioning. Yes, you have to balance the attrition you're going to take so that you score before it becomes impossible to score.
Yes. Whereas 3 line blocks is just 3 line blocks on loners, and then you screen off, and you only take one
bench. I am
turn.
surprised he is giving away this free surf.
Yep, that's. I'm surprised he's not.
Probably going to do it with the ghoul.
I guess, yeah. Although that's, if you're going to do it, that's not where you put the white.
No, he did put misposition if he wants to go for the surf, but I think he wants to maybe go for a mighty blow blitz. But if so, I would have done it with this mighty blow mummy, I think.
No, he's going to do it. If he's going to do it, he's going to do it with the mighty blow white, because block.
They both have block.
The mummy also does have block, yes. Luckily for him, I guess he has doubles.
That is a very nice mummy. Block guard.
It is a very nice mummy. Well, are we going to take the surf? I mean, I would take the surf. It's a guaranteed removal.
Yeah, but at this point, you're doing it as a 1 die.
Yeah, I mean, I would have taken.
Oh wait, no, you can just follow up with the zombie. You're fine. Never mind. What are we talking about?
Yeah, that's true.
You can just push it on the diagonal and follow up with the mummy.
And then you block with the ghoul this way.
Or a ghoul, or a zombie. God damn, I am bad at undead units.
I would take that. Yeah.
He looks like he is going to as well, because he has moved all of the other units you'd prefer to blitz with.
He's just putting.
This is good positioning. The mummy is not going to get blocked off, so this makes it really tough for.
It doesn't matter really, because he's just going to dodge away.
That's not surfable now, though.
Nope.
That's not the right square.
If you pushed him to here, you could have blitzed with the ghoul to surf him.
I think he is now realizing that.
I mean, I guess he could still do it if he wants to roll dodges. Because he could put the ghoul.
If he rolls 1 dodge, he could do it and 2 GFIs, but that's not worth it anymore.
So we're just not blitzing.
I think he's going to forget to blitz, or he's going to blitz with Mr. Skeletal. This is a big mistake. I mean, giving away a free chance at busting armor 7 or even a free surf is a big deal.
That's how you, removals. That's how you win as undead against elves here. Is
I think he saw it, Doof. I think he just misplaced the elf. It's hard to say.
Oh, no blitz at all. I don't know if that GFI was necessary.
It wasn't. We have to keep in mind that we are watching rookies play. Perfect play is not the expected value.
I mean, it's also the final, and there are several people watching, which they may not be used to.
For sure. Nerves are a thing. So you got some easy dodges out here with dodge. You're probably not going to take any hits on this little L of Undead players because that's a little scary to block.
Yeah, just going to dodge out, though. It's very easy for them to
He's
get away.
very committed to this left-hand side. I wouldn't hate him blitzing the Mighty Blow jump up white and running some stuff down this right-hand side.
I mean, he can just blitz the zombie, which has no block, and then there's a hole there. Or he can just block
but he's
the
not going to
zombie
get
even.
much farther than he would just by going to the right-hand side, and Undead are not as high movement, so he has committed some of his fastest players to this edge. This ghoul and this white cannot make it to this other side for 2 turns.
This ghoul, there's the ghoul and the skeleton can pretty much make it wherever they want to.
Yeah, but I mean, you don't really worry about a rookie ghoul blitz on Blodge.
No, I suppose. If you give it to the War Dancer. 'Cause that is the only blodge. It's the only block for that matter.
Yes, well, it's a battered Wood Elf team for sure.
I mean, I think blitzing the zombie accomplishes the same thing as blitzing the white, and you're more likely to knock it over.
No, you're as likely to knock it over.
It depends on who you blitz with. I mean, if you're blitzing with the War Dancer, you're not carrying with the War Dancer, unless you pass it to them afterwards.
Yeah, but you don't really carry into the opponent's side. That's not really like the Wood Elf style. He'll hold it back and then pass it off.
He could fireball 2 mummies and 2 zombies.
That would be idiotic.
It absolutely would.
All right, I think he agrees with me. He's going for this blitz on the white. Finds a pal. I would probably keep him on the kick. Yeah, there you go. Follows.
I mean, you have to GFI, though? Really?
You don't have to. You can
you-
keep the War Dancer where he is.
Yeah, but if you don't, he's not going anywhere. And then the undead are just probably going to be able to. Do they have anybody really in range? Not really. They don't have a good way of getting assists, I guess.
Yep.
But even then, you just stand up the white, and then your War Dancer is on the white.
That's a scary loner block. It's fine though. I don't like the direction he pushed that though. He could have pushed it all back towards this area, and now he's got 1 unit in his way.
Anytime the undead can make the Wood Elves roll dice to do something, that's a chance that the Wood Elves fail
Oh,
the
it's
thing
true.
with their
He
roll
has
dice.
he has a free bribe. I'd kick that all day.
With what?
The loners, dodge them out. That's fine.
Yeah, you can dodge out the loner, I guess, but you have to do that at the end.
You do. So I would dodge out this dodge lineman and put him so he can not get to the catcher, and I would move the catcher over. Hey, look, he's
Nope.
kind of doing what I'm saying. Kind of not.
You have a free
We are
bribe.
seeing a bit of a dodge screen. That's good.
A bit of one. Depends on where the ball goes, I guess.
The
Although,
ball, I imagine, I don't know where the ball's going.
because there's a free ghoul and an easily freeable ghoul that have most of this pitch, sort of the left side of this pitch, under control, and that he's going to have to go around to over by where the white is, I think, is the only place he can get safe. But then there's potentially the zombie hit, and that is a catcher, so he's strength 2, so that zombie can still just 2-die it. Like, there aren't...
I was gonna say the catcher's staying in the backfield, but the catcher's got to worry about this blitz from the white. He's got to foul it now.
Yeah, I mean,
Otherwise, that's a
this is
3+.
a 3+2 die onto the ball with Mighty Blow.
Mighty Blow block, yeah.
Yeah, I would take that. So you got to dodge this out and foul the white.
No, he's dodging, and he makes it. I don't like the positioning on that foul. You could have made it harder to get out of here.
Doesn't matter.
Gets the stun, so that's fine. That would have been a scary stun fail, though. Oh, that's a failed dodge on a loner.
And that's the
You
thing,
ain't rolling
right?
that.
Anytime you
12 into a 10 means an injury, unfortunately. Death Floor takes the first loner.
I snake-eyed a dodge into a dead ghoul earlier. That was fun.
Now, I don't like this. I would have gone for the non-loner lineman out first, because now you're giving away a guaranteed surf.
Yep. So this is the thing, though. Anytime the undead force the Wood Elves to make to make rolls, especially considering half the team is loners, there's a chance that they just turn over, right? Like, anything you can do as undead to make them roll dice is like plus maximizing Mighty Blow is basically how you win this game. And we have we have at least one Mighty Blow hit if he wants to blitz with the mummy.
He's gonna blitz with the tackle white with 1 GFI onto this dodge lineman, I think.
Probably.
Taking out the dodge is as important.
Well, the other thing is, you could use the, well, if you want to surf, you could just 1-die surf with the zombie, I guess, because 1-dies are fine. You have block.
No, you bring in this dodge ghoul, I think.
I don't know. Dodge ghoul? They're all dodge.
The base ghoul.
I don't know about that. I mean, I guess because you want that ghoul to be available because that's your only movement to catch up with the wood elves. And if you put him off to that side, then he is missing half the pitch. But there is only one scoring threat, so I guess as long as you knock that over, it's fine. So
I think you can bring the zombie in, actually. The zombie can make it. Just bring the zombie in.
Yeah, use the zombie. Don't use the ghoul.
Don't do a 1-die that you don't need to do.
You can use the you can bring one zombie to surf the lineman.
That's a zombie blitz on a Raj piece. That's not doing anything.
Nope. I would have taken that zombie and I would have used him as an assist on the loner lineman so that the ghoul could get a 2-die. I would have used the other zombie to surf this lineman, and then I would have blitzed this guy with 1 GFI with the white, because that's 3 free blocks on armor 7, and one of them is a guaranteed removal.
It must be said that if this zombie had been pushed the other way, the Wood Elves would be in a much better position. They would have had a very effective screen here. Without this kind of person to help screen things off. Now, Tetsuya has just exposed a ghoul, and the War Dancer is more than happy to give that a smack on his way by down the field.
Yep, he certainly will.
The Undead are not going to be able to get in the way here, and unless this tackle white comes back as a safety, there's going to be no credible threat to the Dancer. That is not where you want to take that white.
He's putting the tackle on the dodge piece, I guess, but that's not...
Who gives a shit? This War Dancer is going to go to space.
This is how you, I don't like that position, but I like the idea. Right, the idea is I don't like that either, really. Like you had block, any free block you can take on the Wood Elves, you take it because they have no bench and they're armor 7. Like literally any block. On the best on
gets the 1-die surf. Let's see what he gets on the one of the only real players.
On most Wood Elf turns, they're gonna leave you with only the blitz. So the fact that you had 3 blocks, including the blitz, there is something that I would have absolutely capitalized on. You know, taking those blocks and making your opponent roll dice are how you win this. You're making your opponent roll dice here, but you're not capitalizing on the blocks.
Yes, you're also moving your players in position to where the Wood Elves are now and not where they're going to be next turn, which is kind of a classic rookie mistake. Wood Elves are never where they actually are. Don't fool yourself into thinking that. Wood Elves are where they're like their maximum movement into your pitch the next turn. Yeah, so what I would like to see happen here, bring this loner in the back to give an assist on the very back corner of the school, or the middle, blitz through with the War Dancer, and then bring the catcher in and a couple other players to screen off here to make it real challenging for the tackle white to get through to hit the ball.
Yeah, the tackle piece is the scary one, and you just marked him up.
I mean, you could even hand off to the War Dancer if you're willing to do a War Dancer ball carrier blitz, which you're not too afraid of.
Yep, he's fine.
He's fine. He's a War Dancer.
I like how the War Dancer's name is Mohawk Dude.
That seems appropriate. So Tetsuya's taken a minute to think about this. I know how I would handle it. You've actually even got a loner here you can put on the tackle piece to tie him up. I don't like this. Why is he marking up a bludge? Oh no. He's going pow fishing. Does not find it. I don't like that at all.
I would have hit the rookie ghoul, because this one is bludge.
On the way by. You're not doing anything here. The Undead are in the middle of the pitch with their biggest movement players. You're not going to be able to outrange them here.
No, and this looks like he's screening off and stalling more, but this isn't punishing the Undead mistake of moving everything towards the middle. This is like letting the Undead recover from the thing that they just did. Honestly.
Yeah, and I mean, it's forcing you to roll dice in the meantime, right?
Yeah.
And now you've got your War Dancer in easy blitzing range of this white.
Yeah, and I mean, the white's currently tied up, but you know how easy it is? Like that, there's a 3-die from the mummy on the guy tying up the white right now.
The white, this guy is definitely leaving. You could put this rookie in front, or this loner rather, but so he is screening up the word answer a bit. And he can do it pretty effectively with this last piece. There's nothing that can really reach him. And the catcher can start moving down this side, but it's not hard for the Undead to pull themselves out of this and screen it off.
Nope.
You're not ahead of them, and they have enough movement to get in your way.
Here we go. What are we passing to? Are we passing to this loner?
The handoff to the word answer.
No, the word answer. Okay. So the word answer is
sensible.
Mostly safe now, I guess. But like it's easy to mark him with the tackle piece, which doesn't matter so much, I guess, because leap, but it's still dice you have to roll, and a 3+ leap is worse than a 2+ dodge.
You would just 2+ dodge.
Well, tackle means you don't get to reroll it.
I mean, you can still choose to reroll it. You never take a 3+ over a 2+.
No, but I'm saying, like, it's not hard for the word answer to get out.
I would consider putting this Raj piece. I mean, even tying up the white isn't bad.
The other thing is, because of it's not like a that makes it better. Never mind. I was going to say there's space to get more players on the ball, but because of where the lineman went, that makes that more difficult.
Really want to get this guard piece out of there. He's a really important tool for you.
I mean, I guess the good news is he is stalling, like, kind of effectively here. Less turns to the Undead is good, and he's not taking any attrition for it yet, because the Undead are reluctant to take opportunity to use all of their blocks. Now, where is that Mighty Blow white?
In the corner on the ground, but he's got jump up, so he can get back in the action real easy here.
Yeah. Do we?
I would put this dodge lineman as a scoring threat. You've got everything fenced off as good as you need it. I mean, you're a little worried this zombie is going to take a 2-die block hit on your catcher, I guess, but that would be a 2 GFI hit.
That's a 1 GFI on the lineman. You don't really need to actually blitz him, I don't think. I mean, you could, but I'd be looking to blitz with Mighty Blow somewhere, honestly.
Yeah, he has taken 1 cast on a loner. That's true.
I would like screen. I would mark up this 1 scoring threat lineman, like 1 guy on top, 1 guy on bottom. You have zombies and skeletons available, and then I would see if you can get a blitz off with a Mighty Blow piece somewhere, like the block mummy, maybe.
The problem with marking off the dodge guy is that it's only a 3+, 2+ rerollable to get to the end zone, and then it's pretty easy for the war dancer to get a 2, 3+ pass out of this.
Yeah, but the Wood Elves are going to score anyway. Like, there's nothing you can do really to stop Wood Elves from scoring, and you'd rather have more turns. Like, if you let the Wood Elves stall for like 2 or 3 more turns, it becomes a lot harder for the Undead, right? I think you put it there to like tempt him that he should score, but you don't make it as hard as possible, because then like you're giving yourself less time, really. I suppose there is a wizard, which changes that opportunity a little bit.
Yeah, I mean the Wood Elves aren't too sad to give away time, because that's more time for them to cause a turnover with their lightning bolts and easily recover the ball. I mean, they're Wood Elves.
No, yeah, and that's fine. But like it's the Undead, right? They want to have more time, and they want to bait out the wizard if they can. So if you like remove the scoring threat, you're losing your own time, right? Because you don't have time. Like, they're not going to score next turn if they don't have a scoring threat.
He could have used guard pieces here instead of this ghoul to make this a 3-die with a mummy if he wanted to bring a block mummy in here.
I mean, he can put the guard mummy on a couple players, and he can blitz with the block mummy, I guess. I mean, as long as you're blitzing with Mighty Blow, regardless of sort of who it is, I think that's fine.
Well, you want block because you want to maximize the chances of a knockdown.
Well, yes, there's 2 options, though, whether it be the ghoul or the mummy.
Well, he's already
or the white of the mummy.
He's already moved the white, so let's see if he does it with the mummy. He is taking your advice. He can't actually mark up the top of this guy simply because there is a screen.
Oh, no, he can't. Yeah, he can mark up the top of him.
This is a very easy dodge out and into the end zone.
He could mark up both top. Like, he could do a weird triangle around it.
You could even do a handoff now. You don't even need to do...
What?
Yeah, you could easily do a hand... Oh, I guess that makes it a bit tougher.
And you
could just blitz off this skeleton, and then it's a pretty easy score from there.
Nope, does not use the Mighty Blow. He uses the tackle, which doesn't matter because that piece doesn't have dodge.
Well, he's putting tackle on the ball, so that's the thought process there. But he could have done that anyway.
Yeah, and it's still a 2+.
He's gonna put the mummy in there as well.
I would have blitzed with the mummy.
I agree.
This puts the mummy in a spot where he's on 3 players though, which like normally would be good, but these are all easy dodges for the Wood Elves.
I think he just wanted to make sure that it was very tough to remove the white through a block, but I don't think that there is a world where Pazeltov blocks the white off.
No.
He just dodges and risks the 2+, and he has rerolls. He's still got 3, so...
Yeah, this is a 2+, 3+, 2+, 2+, 2+ to score, because he'll have to do 2 GFIs if he dodges up backwards.
I think he's going to dodge out forwards after he blitzes the skeleton. He can blitz. You can do a blitz and a handoff action. That makes it a bit tougher. No, you can just dodge out that out of the way. So what I would like to see here is the War Dancer blitzes down. That is a GFI onto the skeleton. But if you can knock the skeleton out of the way and then hand off to the lineman can pretty comfortably score here.
Yep.
Well, or even comfortably run to the corner. I mean, that would be a dodge lineman only facing a dodge ghoul. You could stall this out another turn.
You got to be careful, though, because there's several Mighty Blow in and amongst your elves.
Yeah, you dodge out, whatever.
Yeah, but if you fail...
Giving himself an extra...
Yeah, but the moment...
Giving himself an extra turn is important.
Yeah, the moment you fail something, though, you're giving up blocks. So you have got to be careful in what order you dodge people out, right? And you're going to have to dodge out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players to get away from Mighty Blow. And that's a lot of 2+.
Okay, you can't blitz and handoff, I'm being told. It turns out I don't do this very often because I don't play classes that would do it. Okay, so he would have to get someone else to blitz the skeleton off, but that's not too hard.
I mean, it kind of is.
He could do it with the catcher, but he doesn't have anyone to give it an assist.
That's a 1 die because catchers are 2 strength. Yeah. You could do it with a 2+ loner dodge, but that is terrifying because loner.
Agreed. I think he's going to just bring the War Dancer and blitz this zombie.
I mean, it's a 2+, 3+, 2+ to get everything out because it's a 2+ for the War Dancer, and then it's a 3+ handoff because he's only 1 tackle zone, and then it's a 2+ dodge out and run to space. And if you really want to, it's another 2 pluses to score, and none of that involves catcher, and none of that involves.
I don't think he's going to score this turn.
That's why I said if you want, but you don't need to. It's an extra 2. It's a 2+, 3+, 2+ to get safe. It is a extra 2 pluses to score. He is not taking that. He's just looks like he's aiming to do it with the War Dancer. I think you probably re-roll that because otherwise you're probably just going to get hit by somebody.
You're going to get hit by... Oh, that stings.
I would have gone with the 2+, 3+, I think. That is annoying. That's a 3+ pickup for the ghoul, and there you go. And you also just gave away at least 3 Mighty Blow hits. At least 2, potentially 3 if he blitzes with the mummy. That's rough.
Yes, that was a very unlucky 1 in 36.
Mm-hmm. I quad skulled earlier. That was fun.
Yes. 1 in 1,200 and something. Yeah, I agree, Jeff. I think there was a better way to do this.
I mean, you could 2+, 3+, 2+ to space, or you could have.
I mean, even if you had taken the 2+, even if you had taken the push on the zombie and then brought the War Dancer back to sit in a sidelong cage, it would have been safer than what he tried. And now he's going to take a ton of hits.
God.
Ooh, finds a POW with the Mighty Blow. Hey, he's fine.
Okay, so the other thing here is we have a 2... this is a catcher. So the zombie has a 2 die with block against the catcher, and then you don't follow. We can blitz off the rookie or the loner lineman. Okay, never mind. But the point was you could get at least 3 assists and then stomp on the War Dancer with the Dirty Player Skeleton.
I mean, you still can.
I mean, you can, yeah. You can't get you can get one less assist this way because you could have blitzed off the lineman on the zombie and moved the zombie for an assist.
You can get the zombie will still have an. You can. Oh, you mean yes, I see.
You could have blitzed off Briz Aste or whatever, and then.
I mean, I think you secure the ball first.
Yeah.
No, he's been doing movements that required him to move farther, and he didn't need that assist. I don't think he needed that. No. Ooh, Bong. That's a KO'd catcher. Well, you've got a babe. You're not too sad. You got two babes even. You're not too sad about that.
There's a couple ways.
It does hurt this half, though.
There's a couple ways you could have used your blitz that turn. One of them was to surf the that catcher. One of them was to stomp on this ward answer, and I think we're going with the stomp on ward answer play. You can take that ghoul and try to pick up the ball, I guess. It's a 3+, and you dedicate a reroll to it.
I wouldn't risk more 1-9s before I did this.
I would take the ball now, I think, and then I would stomp on the ward answer afterwards.
Fails the pickup.
Reroll that for sure.
Oof, that was scary.
Getting the ball in your control is really nice. Well, now you hope that this is... Well, I guess it's a rookie ward answer, so it doesn't really matter. Now stomp on him.
Blodge is Blodge. He can bring in enough assists to make this a 1-die. You better hope this goes through. He just took away an assist by doing that.
Yeah. Rewarded.
Ooh, this is going to be an Apo.
Well, yeah, 100%.
You gotta Apo it.
You need to. If you don't, that's basically game.
Yes.
Honestly. 0 ward answer, Wood Elves. Yeah, there's the Apo. He also does have a bribe. He could have fouled first, yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
A lot of hits being given up here. And the Wood Elves are in a rough spot now. I mean, the bad news is this is the Wood Elves drive, and they have 2 players out, or 4 players out, and the player that they need to be the cage divey type person is gone.
Do you fireball here?
No.
You have a 5-man fireball and 2 ghouls.
Karmas Echo, thanks for the follow. Yeah, but you could also just lightning bolt a ghoul, and then if the scatter goes in 3 of the 8 possible ways it could go, or even 5 or 6 if it's lucky.
I think you fireball
can recover
here simply because you're fucked otherwise. You have to pray for a good fireball.
I think
he's considering it. I don't like fireballs. I hate them, but
and yet you're advocating for one.
He's in a position where if he doesn't get lucky, he's not going to do well. So he kind of needs to bank on a lucky fireball.
If you're gonna bank on the wizard here, I would just
not a terrible one. It's hitting 3 AB7.
2?
3 skeleton.
Oh, you hit the skeleton. Oh, you hit the skeleton, yeah. I still don't really like it because it has to knock down the ghoul or it's useless. Like if it doesn't knock down the ball carrier ghoul, you just wasted your wizard for literally nothing. And that's banking on a 50%. I don't think it's worth it.
I mean,
it's not like the kind of fireballs that hit lots of people are worth it when if knocking over any of them is good, right? Like if there's a big,
but if the undead score on his drive, he loses, and right now the undead are going to score.
That's not necessarily true. These Wood Elves, it doesn't. If they score on his drive, he still has a shot.
He's losing people too fast, I think.
I don't like the fireball. I mean, the goal is to win.
He is strongly considering it. He has been considering it for 2 minutes.
1 minute, right?
They're 4-minute turns.
Oh, I thought there were 3.
They should be 4-minute turns. If it's 3, then I fucked up.
Yeah. Korzik, thanks for the follow. Normally there's pop-ups and stuff, but as for playoffs, we like to keep the screen clear and fresh.
All right, buddy, let's do it. Nope, going for a blitz. Not even standing up anyone first. Ooh, dodges.
One POW hunting.
That's not likely to work.
I mean, the good news is the Undead still have a ways to go to score. But the downside is you don't have a War Dancer who's the typical player to be doing this kind of diving at the ball. So that's like the fact that War Dancer went out is really bad. But this is a pretty easy. Like I would hand off to the Blodge Ghoul, I think, and then move the Blodge Ghoul, move the ball carrying Ghoul, hand off to the Blodge Ghoul, get involved with your mummies, and because you have a mummy block here. You probably have a mummy block here unless he dodges, and if not, you just move the mummy. But you can move those ghouls up pretty far, and I would probably hand off to the block one, because at this point maybe not actually, because the Undead are the Wood Elves are probably going to consider lightning bolting at some point here, and I think you'd rather have the sure hands available in case the lightning bolt breaks armor.
Yeah, you're fine carrying on the blockless ghoul.
Yeah, especially since there's no War Dancer. There is the Raj guy, which can be terrifying, I guess, but that Blodge or block will not help against that anyway.
Yep. All the dodges were good, but I mean, it's pretty easy for the Undead to get this ball moving. I don't like that blitz. I think the fireball was his only shot here.
I don't like the blitz. I don't like the fireball. I would have considered a lightning bolt, but I don't think the lightning bolt was great either.
No, I mean, best case scenario, you get the ball and run away, and the tackle white chases you down. The bolt was worthless.
I mean, I think the fireball was worthless, honestly.
I mean, if the fireball took out the tackle white and both ghouls and broke armor, then you had a shot.
Then he has a bench of 3 players, including an Agi Ghoul.
I mean, to score this half.
Yeah, but it's the thing is, if you wanted to score this half, that Ghoul with the ball had to go down because he has the ball. So you're banking on a 50%, regardless of what happens.
That's what I just said. I didn't say it was a good option. I said it was his only option.
I don't think I would have done it.
I think he loses now. I don't think there's a world in which this goes well for him. So I don't care how bad of an option it was. If it's your only option, you take it. Because there's no way he's stopping this. 0% chance he stops this drive, basically, barring some really, really stupid dice.
Yeah, he has the 1-turn option still, as well.
Sure, but going 1-1 into the Undead half isn't ideal. I mean, you have the wizard still, but it's not the likely result even.
Nope.
I would kick this dodge lineman with a 1 assist dirty player foul.
Yeah, probably.
He got the players for it. Yep, and
Nope.
He does not agree. Being a little over committee, I think here.
Well, you have a bribe. You have a free bribe if you're not stomping with that dirty player every turn until you run out of bribes. You're doing it wrong.
Agreed.
Now move him back.
I mean, you don't take bad fouls, but you can take good fouls for sure. I mean, even a 1 assist foul on armor 7 is
even
awful.
a 0 assist foul on armor 7 with dirty player is fine.
Yes. Sorry, when I said 1 assist, I was implying the dirty player. Yeah.
Well, then use your words better.
I'm tired. He's considering the foul. Will he do it?
I mean, you should. Good. He's gonna foul the loner.
But he's going for the loner? I would have gone for the dodge piece.
Yeah, me too. This is more likely to hurt something, but the loner player is kind of irrelevant. Dong.
Still, 2 babes. You're not too sad about that.
No, you would have knocked out the 0 assist.
Though, which is a little annoying.
Well, there's a bribe still.
I mean, you could have fouled a tree and got broken armor with a 6 and a 5.
You could have soloed the dodge guy, is what I'm saying. That's about normal, I think.
70 to 80 is standard. We had 120 the time
2 seasons ago.
When Legendary Edition came out. Oop, bolt. I don't love that bolt, and that's not a good scatter.
No, there's no way that ball could have scattered that was good for you.
I mean, you can now scatter it again by blitzing this ghoul.
Yeah. There was no way that scatter worked that was good for you, I don't think. I don't like that lightning bolt, really. We had 120 2 seasons ago, but that was because it was the season that the Legendary Edition came out / was on sale, so a whole bunch of people picked it up then.
Yeah. So I think his best shot now is he blitzes the ghoul, prays for he blitzes the ghoul with the guard piece, I guess, because he doesn't want to do it with a loner. Blitzes the ghoul with the guard piece, scatters the ball. Oh, I don't like that move. That was your chance at a touchdown, buddy.
Well, he's still got the other lineman still.
No, they both moved down here.
Oh, did they both move?
He just moved the other lineman.
The kick one?
He stood up the dodge player and moved it over as a scoring threat. I liked that. I don't like moving, or the dodge one. I don't like moving the kick one because if you get this ball free, you're not going to be able to make it safe. You're going to have to pass, and now you can't.
I mean, he can pass, but he can't score.
And I think he's now pausing because he realized that he made a mistake. Like, now your best bet is to hurl it downfield. Not it at either of these players, just downfield, and hope that one of them is still standing and free by the time this all goes down. What's that doing?
Nothing.
That's a guard piece. You can't do that.
Yeah, I think you blitz. I think I would have blitzed the guard piece to try to scatter the ball again. And if you got it in a spot that there was only one tackle zone, it's a
run in with a Raj,
it's a 3+ pickup for the Raj guy, and then you can dodge out and you can try to pass to the loner or the kick lineman. And if you didn't move him, he could have scored.
Exactly. That was, I think, the play. And it wasn't that bad.
Actually, no. If you like, yeah, the I don't really like the lightning bolt because the only way that worked is if it scattered exactly where it was, and all of the other scatters were kind of really bad. He still has the option, I guess.
He is still doing what I said, so maybe this will work out. Get a POW. Oh, gets a lucky POW. That's huge.
Even a push would have been good enough.
Yeah, but this can land in zero. No, this can't land in zero times. Unless it bounces into the Elves' hands.
It could bounce into the armor break, though.
Armor break and a KO. With no babes, that's pretty good. And that's the best ghoul. That's a good scatter.
Yeah, you go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Guard piece out of the way.
Yeah,
no,
you gotta.
No, you don't. You don't do the GFIs. You just run around. Ooh, pick up 3+ is a fail. Reroll that.
Reroll that for sure.
Got it.
And now you got to GFI and dodge out.
You got to dodge out, yeah.
And you have no
otherwise
rerolls.
The pass is really hard. This is really scary.
Yep. No, don't do that.
No, don't do that. You're never gonna make that. Yeah, that was a 6+ pass. Oh, come on.
If you fail the pass, it doesn't maybe he didn't realize that if you fail the pass, it doesn't go anywhere.
No, he's got to know that. He's a wood elf. So what I would have done is dodged out and then maybe tried a little bit less of a scary block than that because
that's surprising.
You take the wrestle here.
Well,
I mean, I guess you must take the wrestle. Yeah.
I mean, I would have taken the push probably. Wouldn't want my mummy on the ground. Because now he can't get anywhere relevant, and the push was good enough to get him off the tackle zone, and you just follow.
Yeah, he was hoping for inaccurate holes, but a 2+ with a rerollable 2+, like a 2+ GFI rerollable 2+ dodge into a much easier throw was better than praying for a 5+.
If you just want to throw it downfield, you could have dodged out, and then you could have thrown it halfway down the field. Yep.
Yep.
And that's what the Mighty Blow is going to do to your team eventually.
And that was, in fact, Mighty Blow.
Where's the sure hands?
And if he had done a GFI with the guard piece, he could have left more movement on the lineman, so that would have been a better option as well. As it is, this is... Oh. Are there no ghouls left?
There's one, but he's stunned. Just pick it up with the white.
Yeah, I guess. The white's...
I mean, you pick it up with the white, and then you can stick the guard mummy next to him, and then you can throw zombies and stuff at the wood elves and just force them to roll dice, and they have nobody in range of doing anything. I would just pick up with the white here.
Yeah, you've still got 3 turns, so lots of time to cage up midfield here and score, as long as this pickup doesn't 1 in 9.
That's
and
a GF.
Pazeltov,
That's a GFI to. That's 2 GFIs to pick up now.
He can just screen it off. He's not going to actually go for that cage. I think he's realized that. He's just going to screen off.
Yeah, putting players on the ball in case it goes weird, I think.
Yep. I really didn't like moving that kick piece. He could have passed it to him much easier if he had done this a little differently. Oh, failed pickup. Oh, got it. That's pretty much all she wrote.
And the GFI was
GFI was risky and unnecessary.
Yeah.
Maybe a little necessary. No, you had 2 players left to screen off. I don't think you needed to do that.
It didn't. You had 2 turns too. If you failed that GFI though, there's still, man, that's the power of Agi4. If he had failed that, or if he had failed that pickup or that GFI, there's still a shot for the Wood Elves to just score here.
Anytime they make a mistake, there's a now that takes away an assist. I guess he's not too worried about breaking armor here. Well, he should have been.
Yep.
Though a 6+ wouldn't have made that any better. That was a 5.
No.
Do you cage dive here? Cage dive into a red die, or cage dive into a 1 die. You can do if you dodge out a loner first. But you can't do it with a wrestle piece without some serious dodges.
I think you'd try for the serious dodges with the wrestle piece anyway.
Yeah, probably.
Because if like the loner, it's not great because you don't have the reroll available, and like the wrestle piece actually has the best shot of doing this, despite there being like a 4+ dodge first.
You can't use the guard piece to take away the assists because the guard piece needs to be available to recover. Because if you don't recover this, then the undead can still score.
Dodge out the loner.
Yeah, you do a scary 2+ loner dodge to take off these 2 assists, and then you do a 3+, 2+, no 3+, 2+.
Because you'll move the loner, yeah.
5+ rerollable. I mean, it's not awful, but it's not good.
It's best shot right now, I think. Don't take away your scoring threats. You still have 1.
No, he's not, he think he's just giving up.
Is he just gonna surf him? Yeah.
He's gonna surf a zombie. Yeah.
It's a removed player, but that doesn't matter too much.
He's got a bench. He doesn't give a shit. This could be dead. And it's not.
It is nothing. The Undead, they don't score this turn. They just, well, actually, they have to. No, they don't. They score next turn.
They score next turn. They don't throw a GFI. They don't need to throw.
Yeah, I thought it was turn 8. I looked at the wrong side and saw that it was 7 of 8. I was like, oh, they have to score this turn, but no, Tetsuya has 2 turns. So yeah, so Tetsuya moves forward. You blitz with the Mighty Blow guy. Someone, like probably the kick.
Oh, he's coming in for a foul on the ghoul.
You get a free bribe.
Spicy. Yeah, no, I like it. Not rewarded, but not punished either.
Let's see. So you move forward, move to 1 square away from the touchdown zone. Bring like the zombie and the skeleton, I guess, to help. No, you want to keep the skeleton free, so you can stomp on someone.
The white can get out of range of everyone other than this dodge lineman.
Yeah.
So I think you just
move the white over here, and then I would take. You have blocks with these zombies here. If you just stand up that mummy for guard, you can get the 2 hits there easily. And then I would use the Mighty Blow to blitz somebody. And then if you can knock over the Raj guy or the dodge guy, I would stomp on him with the skeleton.
Yep. So you move the white maximum movement. You blitz the dodge lineman. You block the Raj lineman and the rookie or the kick lineman.
Yeah. So stand up the mummy. Move the other mummy down to assist on the dodge guy, and then blitz the dodge guy with the Mighty Blow white. And then you can get some blocks on the Raj guy and the kick guy, and then you can stomp on somebody afterwards, depending on who goes down.
No need to invest all the players in a cage.
No. There's nobody who's... You can get marked by a dodge guy. I mean, that's fine, too. Just blitz. You could blitz with one of the mummies. I would have kept the skeleton free though for the foul. You still haven't burned a bribe.
You don't need this.
And you still have a skeleton free you still have a bribe free, so I would be fouling. I mean, I suppose you could foul with just a regular zombie, but that's giving up a +1. Blitzing with the mummy and the Raj piece. That's why you do it with the other guy.
Go.
I mean, I guess he's still going down and you can foul him.
Yeah. This does mean you get one less block this turn.
Yeah, you can block. Yeah, you can still block this lineman, but you do get one less. And now foul the lineman, the Raj guy, I guess.
You have to cover up Talion, because Talion technically has a blitz on the ball right now.
Well, you can just foul from the square that will keep him marked and foul, or you could cover him up and then you could just foul with the other zombie, I guess.
Yeah, makes the foul worse, but I think by committing this skeleton, which does absolutely nothing, he kind of stuck himself in that position. Yeah, that's what he's doing. Just as done.
This elf can do two GFI, like mark the ball, but if you do that, you either have a weird uphill with a loner guy, or you're marking the ball in a position where it's a super easy block or a super easy surf, or both. I don't like. It's mostly irrelevant. It's mostly irrelevant, honestly. You could surf that zombie.
And I mean, why not, I guess, but
yeah, you just bring in the guard piece and like the dodge lineman or whatever, and then you just surf the zombie. You only technically need one, but there's a zombie there causing an anti-assist that you'll need to take away somehow. So you could just bring in two pieces to be both assists and blocking, and then just surf the zombie.
It protects you from the counter, sir. Yeah. It's not gonna matter, but it is something you can do.
It's one more player that will try to keep the player count slightly more even. He only had a bench. He had a bench of 3, so you're not going up any right now. But if you do get the knockout or something, then you're evening up the bench some. Like anything you can do to bring the numbers down at this point is helpful. Turns out Sage and playoff game coaches are really, really good. And it turns out that people who have only played about 12 games of Blood Bowl are not great sometimes. Like, it happens. There's varying levels of skill in college, right? Like, I was a rookie 2 seasons ago. Like, I did college 2 seasons ago, and I'm still not amazing, but you can see that we're coming up with different plays than these players are. It's, like, just experience, right? And I've played 2 seasons of Blood Bowl, like barely anything in comparison to like some of the really good players that exist. You'll find varying, but I find that I did pick up the game pretty quickly. You'll find varying levels of college players, certainly. Depends on the season, that kind of thing, right? Sometimes there are players who pick it up really fast. Sometimes there are players who, are maybe more apt for this sort of style game than some other players. It happens, like, so, but this is designed to be a rookie league, so they are rookies. They've only played 1 season, and even if you feel intimidated or whatever going into college, well, there goes the surf, I guess. But you're probably fouling the ghoul now.
He's prioritizing the ghoul foul, and I think I actually like this.
I don't like fouling with the guard guy. Oh, it's a blitz.
He's not. Because the zombie does, even if the zombie, like I said, even if the zombie dies, it matters not. But if you foul this ghoul out, that's another ghoul he's down if this KO doesn't come back. Yeah, he's gonna be fouling with the dodge piece now, which is a bit scary. If he gets a 2 on that bribe, doesn't he? That's an anti-assist. He could have dodged out.
Sent off. Here's the bribe. It's all good.
Oh, we're good.
Just scores. Doesn't
take the greed blocks. Yeah. Don't know if I like that. You had a reroll. You could have gotten some 3 dies with mummies.
I would have taken at least take the mighty blow hits. But yeah, you can you'll play varying levels of players in college. Some will be people who pick it up a bit faster. Some will be people who are super new. So the college can be really varying. You'll have some games where you feel like you're a million times better than your opponent. You'll have some games where you feel like, why the hell are they in college? But on average, it works out, I think, pretty well.
Oh, the KO ghoul stayed out. That's pretty big.
And people overestimate REBBL, like them big leagues sometimes. I think like a lot of people just jump right into that rather than doing rookie league first, and most of the people that we send through the rookie league before going to the major leagues tend to do surprisingly well in the lower divisions of REBBL for sure. I mean, the top divisions are terrifying. There's some really good players there, but the lower divisions, you'll find some players who would not be out of place in the rookie league, despite them being in the major leagues. Yeah, as the Undead here, I'd be looking to take as many Mighty Blow hits every turn as possible, because Mighty Blow on Armor 7. Then again, I just played a match where I tried to take as many Mighty Blow hits against Armor 7 as possible, and it really didn't work out. So maybe don't listen to me about Undead play, I suppose.
Yeah, and I mean, even like, I don't know. We've played a handful of Div 1 coaches, or I've played a handful of Div 1 coaches at this point, and like they are good, but I don't feel like as aggressively outclassed as I once did.
Not anymore. There's still some. Like, there's some really good coaches in REBBL.
Yep.
But not all of them are that level, of course.
Is he trying to one turn here?
No.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this setup.
If you're trying to one turn, you use the ghoul. But then the ghoul is not in a position where that matters. So he's setting up... The two zombies are in a weird spot. He's setting up the white to get a Mighty Blow hit on the line. And he has the two mummies to hit the other two guys, essentially. He could set it up in a way where they're 3 dies if he wants. And he has the tackle white and the zombie off to the right to use the zombie as an assist and then blitz the dodge guy with the tackle white. Like, that's why those 2 guys are off to the side. The 3 guys are on the line to do hits.
I don't like only having 3 guys on the line to get hits. You want to maximize your hits here.
But that's what these pieces off to the side are for. They're 2 dies, but you could get 3.
You can get 3s on diagonals so that you can push them down the line and get more blocks.
Yeah, I'd put the mummy one of the mummies in the middle and one of the mummies off to the side.
I don't like a shallow kick. I expected him to go short. Or deep, I should say.
I really wanted that zombie to catch it because that would just ruin all of Tetsuyu's plans. No, I don't want the zombie to have the ball.
You can just hand it off. But it is an extra... I mean, it's the same rule as picking it up, I suppose.
There's one.
Does not maximize his Mighty Blow hits.
Well, he would have need to block the middle guy to do anything there, and he would have had to do it with the left mummy. In which case, then you're missing out 2 block, like the block on the left guy. Like there was
guy.
There was no way.
You just gave away. You could have easily punched the middle guy. So now you only got 2 hits instead of 3.
Yep.
Like small things, but that's how you get an attrition advantage.
That does free up the Mighty Blow guy to blitz.
Yes, but now you're blitzing a loner instead of the... You could have still gotten this hit in, without using the blitz, is what I'm saying.
Oh, no, I agree with you. But the best you could have done with that line was 3 blocks regardless because of how you set up players.
Yeah. But he has robbed himself of a tackle hit on a dodge lineman.
Line hits against Wood Elves are your bread and butter. Like, if the Wood Elves are playing right, you're getting at most 1 hit a turn because blitzes. So on the time that you can get 4 on a turn because of the line blocks and then a blitz, like, you have to take that because you need to go up players against Wood Elves or else they can just stunt all over you because Wood Elves. So you need to maximize your blocks to the best of your abilities. I mean, he's setting up this way, I guess. Doing it this way allows him to do this, which is a double mummy, double guard cage. But the Wood Elves don't really care because they're just going to ignore your cage until they get a good opportunity anyway.
Oh, failed unnecessary GFI. Oh, that would have been a bad snake. Deathfloor had that's Agi4 Ghoul's name all over it.
Well, I appreciate the vote of confidence, Jeff. Although after the stream that we did with Herringzord, like we've had other people being like, "We need to have you guys on my stream," because apparently they like us. So there you go.
It's true. I wonder what division we'll be covering next season.
I don't know. I don't know what divisions we'll be in next season. We won't be in the same division probably for the first time ever.
I'm gonna be a rookie,
and I will not be probably unless something terrible happens to my Nurgle boys.
For all of those who may have missed
Bonk.
it, Dr. Robert got AV busted in his game today. First block he took from a Clawpalm rat was a knockdown after I failed a 6+ foul on that rat. And it was AV bust, Appoed into AV bust. So I am giving up on the Street Sharks.
I got enough SPP in my last game that I played with my Nurgle to be more confident in my ability to win games because I leveled up a rookie Pestigore to give him block, and I leveled up my Killer Warrior to give him block, so the team is slightly better than it used to be. So as long as I don't lose players, I will probably continue with them. But there's still, 2 more open invitational games to go, and anything can happen in the Devastational.
Well, I won't be covering the minors division. Also, True Blue, weren't you going to majors? Anyway, I won't be covering the minors division, but I will be adminning the league. So there is that.
We'll be covering some Rebel division or some REL division, I would imagine. Oh, awesome!
It's sweet, Squeak. It's going to be a tough ask for the Wood Elves to get it.
I don't know if you're available, but you should come hang out, being the father of the Rookie League and all.
It'll give me time to eat polenta.
I could play you. I played slow, actually, from 9E in the Armor Furnace. Although it was a really dumb game because it was Chaos versus Nurgle, so neither of us really tried to win, and most of us, we were just trying to punch each other to see if we could get SPP, and he punched me a little bit better than I did. I mean, I played against lizards yesterday, and I brought at one point there were 3 lizards left on the field, so that was the thing that happened.
No one is currently covering minors, Doof. If you want to keep up that mantle, you're more than welcome.
Please do. People like coverage of the leagues they're in, especially rookie leagues, because it encourages people to hang out still in the league. Elf screen with 5 elves is not really an effective elf screen. It's better than nothing, though.
5 elves do not an effective screen make.
No, I mean, so we have a freak hit on the kick guy. Unfortunately, it's with the tackle piece, but the guard piece is exposed. Oh man! So we hit the kick guy for sure, and then we just move. If we can't get a mummy there, we need to get an assist. Get an assist on the guard guy, and then hit him with the mighty blow, dude. You can assist with the Fowley skeleton, and that's fine. You're at a bribe.
No, you do it with the Terry Butler zombie on the right or the left.
Where is he? Can you reach? Oh, he can. Yeah. So use that zombie, put him here, and then blitz with this mighty blow guy, and then you can just move the mummies up to help out the cage. And if you want to, you can stomp on another wood elf with the dirty player skeleton. But yeah, blitz with this mighty blow 1,000,000% of the time on that guard. That's such a huge target. Hit him. Hit the guard. Hit the guard. Hit the guard really hard. Hit him in the face. Not in the chest. Not in the legs. In the face.
What's that character called? Shooty McFace?
Face McShooty, I think. But yeah.
Kablam!
The quest is to shoot him in the face. And there's bonus objectives to not shoot him in the arms or legs or body. It's very difficult when you're playing like Necromancer because then you have no accuracy. You just hit him in the arms. Dong. There's a KO for the guard piece, which is basically as good as dead at this point because Tetsuya is just going to try to stall it to turn 16.
You're just leaving players in contact with the ball, though. I guess he's going to foul it, but...
And I did, at the start of this, I did call Tetsuya, by the way, just so everyone's aware.
Oh, wow. You called the Undead in this matchup.
No, I don't mean at the start of this. I mean at the start of the whole college playoffs.
Yeah, let's not have that conversation again.
Well, America C is the best division. It's true.
It produced Snake Mittens and myself.
Give him a stomp.
You're real sad if you snake this. But you don't. And you do get sent off, though.
Goodbye, dirty player. I guess that's a win for the Wood Elves.
Yeah, pretty happy with that. I mean, it's not...
Well, thank Mr. Skeletal. You did your job.
It's not enough.
Strong bones, etc.
I pray for strong bones.
Thank Mr. Skeletal. Can the Wood Elves? No, they don't. I was wondering if they had a way to get on the ball, but not really. Too many dodges. You have the Roger still available.
I mean, you can leap, but...
That's true. But there's guard in all the places that you really want to leap to.
You can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Leap, which is a GFI. No, that's 2. No, that's only one GFI. You can get a 1 die if you go from the back corner and do 2 GFIs and leap. So 3+, 2+, 2+, leap. Or the leap is already counted into a 1 die, where you have 2 success conditions. So it's a 5+ technically, the block.
Is there any way to get in from the front? Because that loner is going to stand up and take away 3 assists. Is there any way to get from there? I don't think so.
No. The stunned player is
in the way.
In the way.
Yeah, if that stunned player was, you almost wish that stunned player was knocked out. Because if he was, then you could get a 1 die from that square.
It's true, and much easier. In fact.
Because if he was knocked out, you stand up the loner and you just leap into that square.
A 3+ leap into a
1 die.
Into a 1 die, pushing it towards your side. So a good scatter could mean the catcher, grabs it and runs away.
Yeah.
But I think you take the 1 die here.
You're not going
to. It's a lot of dice, but what else are you going to do?
You don't get many better opportunities.
I think he's considering it.
Oops. Did not mean to scroll off screen there.
Which team I re-roll into is almost unanimous, or is not almost unanimously, but it is very much in favor of Norse. So maybe I'll give Norse a shot.
I vote you do something stupid, like goblins. Do humans. Humans will be fun.
Shut up, Ben.
You try hard too much.
Yeah, it's the main league. If I'm going to try hard anywhere, it's in the main league.
Bah. Play goblins.
Is he just going to blitz this zombie? Oh, it's so passive. Yeah, he is. Don't like it.
Yeah, it's not amazing.
I mean, he's probably going to get a better 1 die on the ball as the cage advances.
It depends, though. There's such a player advantage now. It's pretty easy for him to have a reasonable cage while not giving up too much.
Not even really getting in the Undead's way here. Loner 3+, 2+.
There's the fail.
Does not make the 2+.
Well, what can we blitz with Mighty Blow? And the answer is either a Raj, a kick, or a dodge. And I think you take the kick.
You blitz the catcher, I think.
Where's the catcher?
You can just go in on the corner and blitz the catcher for the 2 die.
I don't know. I think I would blitz the kick, and then just you have the entire right side free forever, and you just go that way. And you can like dump the mummy on the Raj and the catcher, and like you can put zombies on the other guys. Like if anything, like if you make the Wood Elves have to roll dice to do literally anything next turn, it's like you're making them roll dice, and sometimes dice don't work. I think I would blitz the kick guy. Also, kick is kind of annoying, but I guess it's mostly irrelevant now.
And with that many guard pieces, he's never getting a 1-die. He agrees not with me. Mighty blow. Oh, this is fun.
That's so good. Can't use that piece. And the Ward answer is too far away to be relevant, really, now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. With 2 GFIs and a 3+4+, he can't. Nope, you can't, because then you can't get to the ball. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Leap. You can get a no, because there's guard there.
No, you can. There's guard on 3 corners, which means you're automatically only getting a red die.
Yep, there's nothing you can do.
And you
really
don't have script ball, so red dies are probably not good enough, but that might be what you do. Foul on the lineman here, makes sense. Just a stun, thankfully.
No send off.
Enough. I mean, I think you have to take it at this point. You're not going to win otherwise. Unless you throw some bullshit dice, you are not going to win this.
No, this is pretty comfortably in Tetsuya's hands currently. Is there anything? Can you do anything with the Roger? Not really. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. The good news is the ghoul that has the ball doesn't have block. So doing it with the Ward answer is probably the best option. Like, you could also just not do it now. And if you can dodge out the Roger, and maybe if you can get your players in a way that make it difficult for him to get all 3 guard pieces in the corner next turn, maybe you can try cage diving with the Roger instead of leaping in. But it's worse to get in there, but it's better to remove the ball. Like with well, I guess the Roger doesn't matter because it's not the block piece. I think he just really wishes he had strip ball. I think is what matters here. But
I think he really wishes he had a team in general.
I don't. If he had strip ball, this was still doable. Because red dying with strip ball against no block is pretty likely still. But without the strip ball, he's gonna have to rely on really good opportunities to dive at the ball carrier, and you're not gonna get many being down this many players. It also depends in terms, like, for the team selection discussion that's going on in chat. Sometimes it's a family thing or whatever, right? Like, my parents were fans of this team, so I'm going to be a fan of that team despite it being farther away or whatever.
Discussion of actual sports is banned in this channel.
No, it's not. It's my channel. Fuck you. It's a big thing here in Nova Scotia, actually, because we don't have our own hockey team. There's not like an NHL team in Nova Scotia, but you'll find some people who are fans of either the Maple Leafs or the Canadians because they're close. They were the 2 original Canadian hockey teams, really. So you kind of have a lot of people whose parents were fans of those teams or whatever, and then it has carried down. You'll find some Ottawa Senators, but not a lot. And you'll also find Boston because it's fairly close. And there's a lot of goodwill towards Boston from Halifax folks because of the whole Halifax explosion thing. So you'll find
I don't like the positioning of this War Dancer. It leaves him pretty far out of the action. He would have to GFI to even hit the ball right now. He ran very far away with this rookie.
There's a guy that I follow on Twitch that I love his streams. from Utah, and he's a massive Texas fan. Everything is like Houston, the Astros and that kind of stuff.
Got another one. Ooh, movement busted, kick lineman.
I'm a Toronto fan. In terms of hockey, I care so little about every other sport. I could not.
One casual one-die pow on the Raj. Just insult to injury at this point.
Bonk. I mean, might as well. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, what else is he gonna do? It was his last action at the turn or whatever. Vegas was surprising. Nobody expected that to happen. On the other hand, I'm really pleased that Washington won because Ovechkin was the most deserving player to have not won a cup. Ovechkin, if he'd finished his career without winning a Stanley Cup, he was robbed. He deserved one. He is such a monstrosity that I'm really glad that he's picked that up, and now that he can die happy.
Now?
He's pretty old, yeah, but he's also an absolute monster. He is one of the scoringest players of all time.
Scoringest.
Yeah. I mean, even if you there's some weird calculations people have done to try to adjust his scoring, because it's much harder to score now than it was when sort of Wayne Gretzky was the thing. The goalie pads are larger, that kind of stuff. Games are much less scory now than they used to be. And if you sort of do weird calculations to adjust it, he's up there, if not the highest scorer of all time, sort of era adjusted, as it were. Ovechkin is a monster.
Do you score here as Undead, or do you just keep sitting pretty?
Keep sitting pretty, I think.
You can double screen, I think, to make a leap impossible if he knows how to do it.
There are 3, 4. There are 5 Wood Elves on the field, and only 2 of them are capable of doing anything. I mean, I would just continue taking mighty blow hits on players, and then make super safe screens, and position yourself in a way where either the ward answer leaps. You just position yourself in a position where either the ward answer leaps, and if he fails his block, he is surfable, right up against the touchdown line, or he leaps and he pushes you to score. Right? You just sit one space away from the touchdown line and make it really difficult for him to do anything. And if it fails, then he's punished so hard.
Oh,
I don't like that. That is terrifying. Unless you screen off well here, this is...
even if you screen off well, the Wood Elves are going to throw a 5+ dodge at this point. They don't give a shit.
No, this is how the Wood Elves come back to this.
And you're happy to look for a red die push all day.
This is not...
That doesn't help. I mean, you can make it harder for the Wood Elf to get through here. Are you going to blitz the...
No, you have to blitz the ward answer here.
You can't.
Oh, that's an injury. Ovechkin is 32 for future reference. The next question is, who is the next most deserving NHL pro to win a cup who hasn't deserved one, who hasn't gotten one yet? And I think that answer is either Joe Thornton or Patrick Marleau.
So this is a 3+, 2+, 3+ into a red die surf. This is really doable.
Yeah, 3+, 2+ red die surf.
You don't get the dodge reroll because of tackle, but this is incredibly doable for Pazeltov. Way more doable than it ought to be.
No, I would have put the ball carrying ghoul where the other ghoul is and caged up around him, so that either the ward answer is surfable or he pushes you into the touchdown zone.
Come on, Pazeltov, you got to see it, man.
Come
this. Come on, make this interesting.
This is 3+, 2+, 3+ surf. Joe Thornton is the guy in the Sharks with the massive beard. Tavares is getting there too, but I feel like Thornton and Marleau are both more sort of old guard that deserve a cup for how much they've put into the league.
Pazeltov, surf the ghoul.
I'm also slightly biased because Patrick Marleau is a member of the Leafs now, and I'm a Leafs fan. Oh my God, you have this. You've even got free players in the end zone, or not in the end zone, but you've got free Wood Elves that, if this scatter, if you surf him and this scatters weirdly, you can scoop up the ball and tie this. This is a thing. This is a huge mistake from Tetsuya. honestly.
Pazeltov, please see it.
3 plus 2 plus. So you 3 plus, you 2 plus. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you can 3 plus to here and then surf him. So you have enough movement to do it. And it's a red die surf, but it's against a blockless player. So the only thing that, it's a 1 in 6, basically, if they get a skull on one of those things. And you can reroll that. Oh my god, do it. Jumps.
Why is this taking so long? I would have keyed it in instantly. Don't roll dice.
No,
don't.
No,
come on, Pazeltov, buddy, come on.
please surf him.
Please surf him.
No, don't move your other players, because what if the ball bounces?
No, stop.
I'm scared.
He's chain pushing the white.
He can chain push the Ward Answer.
Make this easier, I guess, but I don't. It's a 1 die, and you skull it. Of course, that's a wasted reroll to make the dodge easier. That's not worth it. That was a 3. Either way, it was a 3 plus. Like, just do the dodge.
Well, I mean, now it's a 2 plus dodge, but like it's.
You do this all without rerolls.
You also had to do 2 plus. You had to do a 2 plus and a 1 die to make that work. I think it was better to just go for it.
It was, yeah.
Here we go. We are going
One
for it.
square leap.
And it's just to avoid the dodge.
Makes it.
There's the start. Yeah, got it.
Did it?
Even without the reroll. Okay, if this scatters, we could have some.
I mean, the Ward Answer still has GFI movement. He can get out of here if he needs to, depending on where the scatter goes.
The other thing is this doesn't leave players. Like, the only reason I don't like this is because it doesn't leave players free if the scatter is crazy. Like,
that's a really good scatter.
That was dead on where that movement catcher was. Like, he would have been 1 square away.
Not with the no, it was where the loner.
Or where the loner was. But look at this.
Still, this is that's 1-1.
This just tied the game. That was a huge mistake from Tetsuya.
There's no one who can catch him. They can both.
We're going to overtime. Going to overtime, boys. And this is why you don't leave that stuff open, because if Wood Elves are the team that can take advantage of that of misplays, right? Wood Elves and Skaven are like you made a mistake, well, time for me to win the game type teams. And you just this Ward Answer is eating a hit, but you're trading your Ward Answer for a chance at winning this game. And that's fine.
I think you take this GFI. If you fail it and fall over, it's better that you failed this than the dodge. Oh no, you have a reroll. Never mind. Don't take this.
You don't have a reroll.
Because you can just reroll the dodge if either the zombies catch up to you.
Both zombies can double GFI to mark you, but that doesn't.
Unfortunately, this means your Ward Answer is getting surfed, but that's life.
Worth it. I mean, if you didn't do that, if your Ward Answer didn't get surfed, you are not winning this Blood Bowl match.
Hope he survives. He does.
Yeah, and
if
so
the animation doesn't show up, then it means he survived.
Yep. Got a lot of injuries, but I mean, as we've seen, 2 players, 2 elves is enough to win this.
And man, you got a 2 plus to get this guard back.
Squiggy is going to be so upset that he missed what just happened, because he had to go play his game, and this is like Squiggy Wood Elf play that last turn. Like, I haven't missed. I'm throwing away my Word Answer to have a chance at winning this Blood Bowl match. Here we go. First GFI, second GFI.
Now, a rookie mistake would be to try to do 2 GFIs with this zombie, because it doesn't matter.
Nope.
Yeah, there you go. Does it anyway.
I mean, well, now you take attrition, because there's nothing you can do to stop your opponent from scoring. So you take these Mighty Blow blitzes, and you don't hit him.
Don't hit him.
Well, because you want to get
and also don't hit him with the Mighty Blow over the tackle.
No, I would have blitzed the movement catcher with the Mighty Blow guy, and then I would have just hit the tackle guy with.
I mean, you actually could have blitzed this Raj piece into the tackle if you wanted to.
No, what I would have done is I would have punched the catcher with the Mighty Blow, and then I would have used the tackle to sit him on the Raj piece as an assist, and then just punched it with one of the zombies.
No, I mean, I think you hit the catcher with tackle.
Why? It's
because you have a much more likely knockdown.
But Mighty Blow.
But
no, I think I would take the Mighty Blow. You're already ahead enough players that more just wins. Like, if you remove that catcher, you win the game. Like, even if it goes to overtime, honestly. So I think I would have tried to remove the catcher over the Raj piece.
First thing you do, run this lineman out of zombie range, which is pretty easy. So 2+.
Yeah, 2+. Yep, there we go. He's free. And now you just run him at a zombie range. And
GFI, don't do it.
I mean,
I guess you no. Either it's I mean, you're forcing him to roll dice, which you kind of want him to do, because if he has to burn more rerolls keeping up to you, then that's good for you.
You have 2, but we're also probably going to overtime, so I wouldn't roll the GFI here. It's not depending on Mighty Blow at this point. It's the fact that your opponent has 5 players, and if you remove that catcher, you win the game. And your best chance at removing the catcher, I think, is with the Mighty Blow. If this was 11 on 11, I would take the tackle 100% of the time. But since it's 11 on like 5, you take the Mighty Blow to try to make it 11 on 4, and then 11 on 3, because it's just so much easier.
I think there's an argument to be made either way. Actually, let's see. We can do this with math, friends, to fill this somewhat dead space.
I suppose that's true.
Everybody loves math.
The other thing is you could have made it you could have had a 3 die on the catcher, because the tackle white is guard, and he was free. So if you put the tackle white in and then have the zombie assist that was already on the catcher, and then and then blitz with the Mighty Blow guy, you get a 3 die. So 3 die with Mighty Blow over a 2 die with tackle. I would take the 3 die.
Okay, so the success rate of Kazing, because KOs aren't good enough because he's got 2 babes. The success rate of Kazing a
Don't reroll, please don't reroll. Good.
That's good. The success rate of Kazing with the tackle piece is 4%. Pretty low. It's harder to do Mighty Blow calculations because this thing doesn't actually do them automatically.
The other thing to note is that the Mighty Blow could have been a 3 die.
Oh, sorry, no, it doesn't count. This isn't with. Hold on. I did this wrong. It's 5.2% with a.
Mighty Blow's better.
Maybe. I don't want to do the math. Yeah, I'd have to get out. I just to get a pen and paper out because it's a probability tree.
Bonk. Double GFI to put the zombie on the ball, I guess. I mean, it's your only shot at stopping this from doing a thing. You can put the... I mean, you can mark up the loner guy, I guess, because you might as well. There's no reason not to.
Oh man, this zombie's a hero for these GFIs.
Could mark up the loner. I mean, you might as well with that zombie. What else is he gonna do?
Oh, why are you taking GFIs, bro?
Don't reroll that. No.
Oh, what?
That catcher is 100% irrelevant, and we're about to go into overtime. You need those rerolls.
Oh, that reroll took years off my life.
And that makes this dodge harder, but it doesn't make his score more difficult.
He's not gonna dodge him out. He's just gonna score.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like his idea was this makes the catcher's dodge harder, but it's irrelevant.
I guess he's going to try to stall it out a turn. No, stalling it out a turn makes sense. If you can do it safely, you can.
How?
Run to the corner.
No, I mean, how does it? I don't think it makes sense to stall it.
Because you don't take line of scrimmage blocks. If you stall it out one more turn.
I guess that's true.
Not taking LOS blocks is huge, but he's going to do it anyway. But those GFIs still don't make that any harder.
I don't think these two have played overtime before, because this would have been their first opportunity to be in a game where there is overtime. Unless it was previous college playoff matches.
I don't think either of them have played overtime.
Well, the Wood Elf comes back. So we've got...
Oh, and the Ghoul is still out, so no sure hands.
We've got 6 Wood Elves.
No, he's got more than 6, right? Nope, he's got 6.
and you're either exposing your War Dancer, your movement, your Raj, or your guard. And I think I don't like any of the options really.
Raj is the right answer though. It's the one that's least likely to take damage.
Yeah,
I mean it's gonna take a kick in, but
it's the one that's
what
least.
you get for not stalling it out a turn. I would have tried to stall.
It's the one that
like
is
you're gonna
least
need
likely
all
to
of
take
these
damage,
players
but
to
it's
win.
Also,
like your only hope was you also don't group up like this. You spread out. Your only hope was to win the kickoff and do some Elven bullshit, and you need all the players you can for Elven bullshit, and this is not enough. This is also still blitzable by the white. He needs to go one more square back, or the white can double GFI into a 2-die. Or no, he can't. He'd have to bring the other white in, but
no, he can. The white can hit the catcher.
the white can hit anyone.
Yeah, but you hit the catcher because it's a 2-die for free, and it's also tackle. I mean, he could hit anybody, but he's not going to get assists from anybody else, really, unless he brings in the tackle piece.
So 6 is plenty because he can one turn, is the point. It's not going to be a really easy one turn, but he only needs one push to get this catcher into touchdown range.
And that's why I would hit that catcher.
I mean, that's why I would have stalled an extra turn, because now... quick snap makes it even easier to hit the catcher now.
Yep.
If you had stalled, you'd be in a pretty good spot if you win the toss. If you don't win the toss, then it's a moot point.
Now you have one less GFI to make to hit that catcher. So you can block the middle guy, or no, not anymore. Oh, actually, no. This is a quick snap. It's fine. Block the middle elf with one of the mummies or the zombie or whatever, and then you can block from the sides with the other pieces to push them in if you want more chances at hitting stuff. And yeah, hit with the block mummy probably first because that's I don't know. The block doesn't matter because he's the Raj piece in the center.
And a touchback that doesn't really matter.
Hit with the zombie. If you want to make sure you maximize.
So if the undead were going to one turn, this would be the dream result. You've got Wood Elves lined up 3x3, which they normally wouldn't.
Yeah.
You've got a touchback to the plus agi piece.
The downside is there isn't another ghoul, and you can't.
I mean, with a touchback, you could have had this ghoul on the line, but yes.
Well, if you don't know it's a touchback until the ghoul, it wasn't on the line.
Well, you would have had Ababo in the backfield, to catch it.
But there's only one ghoul, right? Oh, there's two.
They're literally standing next to each other.
But you needed to have a ghoul on the line to make it possible, and you don't.
Oh, he is going after the War Dancer. That is only one GFI, but it's Mighty Blow. He's fishing for a POW here.
I would have hit
not likely to work.
I would have hit the catcher.
And it doesn't. Do not spend that reroll. Don't. Oh, for fuck's sake.
I would hit the catcher.
A riot would have been a loss for the Woodies here, but the laundry list of things that would lead to a loss for the Woodies here is probably not worth going through.
No. Well, punch that lineman again with the zombie, and then foul the bejesus out of the Roger.
Yes. I would have liked to push the loner to here so you get 2 more blocks. This way you could technically screw yourself a bit here. He also is going to take 2 blocks here. He's going to take a block from the War Dancer on the Mighty Blow, and he's going to take a blitz on the guard piece. It's good. A lucky break here.
What are you doing? I'm really confused to what the point of that dodge was. That better have been a misclick?
I don't even.
Because if you block again and you hope for a knockdown, but it's even a push is fine.
This turn is real easy. Bring in guard.
Punch
with War Dancer. Blitz with catcher. End turn. Do not expend rerolls. Okay, now you don't even get to hit it's fine. End turn. If you do anything else, I'm gonna yell at you. Yeah, the fact that he still has 6 elves after that is shocking.
Yeah, there should have been. I would have hit the catcher with the white rather than the War Dancer. And there was a way to to get more blocks than the way he did on the line, but it turned out to not matter because the first 2 were knockdowns anyway. But I think the dodge was a misclick.
If you don't hit that end turn button, Pazeltov, I swear to God.
Blitz the mummy with the Roger.
Because your next action is going to be a skull or a snake. Don't do it. And you're going to fall over and you're going to die. And I'm going to be really mad at you. What does this zombie block accomplish?
He might remove a zombie.
Who cares?
It didn't. Now dodge out the loner into the 4+ tackle zone and then stomp on a zombie.
The ghoul finally gets up.
Well, now we see where the coin toss goes, because that could make a pretty big difference. And don't skip things and spoil it for everybody. I'm going to let it play through.
I win the coin toss.
Good enough. Here's the coin toss.
The Undead seem to have won it. No, the Wood Elves won it.
Yeah, so the Wood Elves have like, so we could, if we
the Wood Elves have a shot here, and the Undead have undeniably handed it to them.
Yeah, the Wood Elves can attempt a 1-turn here if they want.
Yeah, I agree with Saima. I think he was just trying to get it so that the zombie on the bench felt better and got put into the play. You know, yeah. He's always been waiting in the wings for his chance. His mom always told him he was special, and he believed it. So he really needed this, his one shot to blow Mom's spaghetti.
Yeah, etc.
I mean, you can't 1-turn, I don't think.
Movement 9.
Probably try to 2-turn here.
He only needs 1 push, right? Because movement 9.
Yeah, but how are you gonna generate that push? You're gonna have to leap to get it.
Yeah, leap to get it. It's fine. You've got a loner. You got a zombie off to the side that you could use.
That's some dice. Who's carrying? I mean, the catcher's carrying the ball, but that means someone has to catch it and pass it off to him.
Add G4. It's fine. But like, you have 6 players on the field. Like, I think you try. I think you try for the 1-turn here, because if you fail it, you're not winning. But you're probably not winning anyway if you try to if you try to grind your way down the pitch.
He currently does not have the catcher on the line, and the catcher needs to be on the line if he's going to 1-turn with him. So.
Yeah. And if you 1-turn, you just win. This is overtime. But if you, and the 2-turn might be more difficult because of how few players you have. Like, I would say 2-turn if you had more skilled players. Like, if you had 2 ward answers, if you had a thrower and a catcher, maybe. But with a loner, a Raj lineman, a lineman, 1 catcher and a ward answer, and the guard guy, I don't know how easy 2-turning is here. Then again, I also don't play Wood Elves, so maybe my advice might not be the greatest advice in the world, but that's what my initial instinct is that, like, if you give the Undead too many turns here, you lose. And if you 1-turn, you just win the game instantly. But the 1-turn is not easy, but I don't think the 2-turn is easy either.
High kick is good if you want to do the 1-turn, but he's not set up for the 1-turn. He's set up for the 2-turn.
No.
That's fine. 2-turn, I think, is the safe route here. He's got the catch. This is looking pretty good. If he can blitz through this zombie, there's only wights or ghouls to stop him, and the ward answer is not stopped by ghouls easily.
Nope. And both the wights, I think how he set up this.
He pushed the zombie to the right side this time.
How Tetsuya set up the undead or the wights is a little weird. He probably should have split them up so that you have that movement available.
Yeah, I mean, this is leaving a huge weakness. I mean, you should be keeping the tackle wight as a safety.
Yeah, I would keep it. I would have had the mighty blow wight in the middle, like right behind the zombie probably, and then I would have had the tackle wight like back near the ghouls probably.
Yeah, you don't want to put your wights on the wings simply because, or you want them split up at least if you're going to put them on the wings, because you want them available to blitz. We can only point out so many problems, Emma. I think we've actually talked about the tackle guy fairly often. Now, are you going to go for a 1-die with the ward answer? That's a little scary. You could take a 2-die here with the... Oh, no, because that's guard on him, so he can't take that. That's not a 2-die. He's left himself no good blocks here. I might take the 1-die. I might accept it at this point and take the 1-die with the War Dancer and run him down the field. If you get a knockdown on this zombie, you can park the catcher somewhere kind of safe. If the catcher is kind of safe, that means he can probably score next turn. I'm going to add as many modifiers to this as possible.
Yeah, there's... The problem is, even with the 2-turn here, you've got a lot of your players tied up.
That push doesn't help. It's going to be hard to make the catcher safe here.
And the whites, like, yeah, you don't have the tackle, or you don't have the tackle white as a safety, but you've got 2 ghouls that can reach basically anywhere.
Yeah, but the ghouls don't have any skills. The ghouls are not much of a threat.
It's more of a threat than nothing.
Happen, but...
And
yes,
there aren't enough wood elves to like make it safe. Like you're gonna have to roll dodges here if you want to have a better shot at making it safe, and that's scary. If there were more wood elves, maybe, but I feel like this is like, despite it doesn't. I'm not trying to say this is impossible. I'm just saying that despite it, I don't think it's as good as it looks for the wood elves.
So what you can do here is you do 2+ dodges with dodge with the catcher to bring him in sideline caged with this War Dancer, and then do a 2+ dodge with this lineman to bring him out as the front of this cage.
Nope.
Or you could fail the dodge. That's also good. Yeah. What? Oh, he's gonna... What?
He's gonna give it to the lineman, maybe?
Yeah, but he could have just kept it on the catcher. The catcher is movement 9 dodge. Why would you want to put it on the guard lineman?
I don't know.
And now you've got to do more dodges. And a handoff. Ugh, scary. What is that? What is he doing there? Oh, God. Oh, okay, you're kind of caged around the War Dancer. Okay. This is... I mean, he's going to get blitzed by a... No, he's not going to get blitzed by a zombie. Is the War Dancer in range? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Barely. 2 GFIs. But so the catcher is also in range? This isn't... Okay. I revised my statement. It was more dice than I wanted to throw, but this isn't awful. He's got 2 players in range right now.
You can block... If you block the lineman with the zombie and just get a push, you can put the tackle white with 1 GFI on the catcher. I mean, you can blitz the tackle white with 2 GFIs, but I don't know... Or you can blitz the catcher with 2 GFIs. But I don't know if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, I mean, I think he could have been in a position, Jeff, where the catcher with the ball was sideline caged where the guard lineman is, which is way more safely in range. So now the catcher is going to eat a blitz, probably, and then you're going to try to screen off with the Warden? No, because you can't really screen the War Dancer very effectively. Yeah, so you're going to try to screen the War Dancer, but the War Dancer is just going to blitz through this, unless you're... I mean, he might score here.
Yeah, there's a shot.
I mean, there's a pretty good shot, really.
This tackle, these whites needed to be more safety.
Oh yeah, I mean the tackle white can be part of the screen now, but not a part that is useful. So what you can do is you can GFI. You can do a GFI with the Agi-Ghoul to put him behind the other ghoul, so that the
he's blitzing the catcher, I would imagine.
Oh, to put double GFI to put tackle on the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I did say that at the start. You can double GFI to blitz the catcher, or you can single GFI to just put it on the put tackle on him. But now, like, we still have a 2+ dodge, just without dodge now.
Into a 2-die blitz.
That makes the dodge harder, but now you just leap.
No, it doesn't. You just move the guard piece.
Yeah. But the thing is, the War Dancer is two GFIs away from scoring, so
yeah,
you have to go.
So you move. You can move the guard piece first, and you blitz. You did a 2-die blitz on the ghoul where. I mean, do you even need to blitz the ghoul? You do. Well, you don't, but you do it anyway because anything other than a double both
I mean,
down.
you can
double skulls.
Can you not anymore? No, I was gonna say if you didn't put the ghoul there, it was just he could have 3+ leaped GFI without any dodges or without any blocks necessary.
This doesn't help, and I don't know why you bothered.
It makes the leap more difficult. The leap play more difficult. Think long and hard about this reroll.
I mean, he kind of does the job standing there.
Yeah, that makes I think the only play now is the one that you said.
No, because you can do the leap dodge. So you have to do a 2+ dodge from tackle. I mean, I guess the 2-die might actually be safer.
No, the 2-die is safer now because of the white and the ghoul.
So you don't need to leap. The 3+ is a scary thing. This is not a 3+ anymore. That's good enough because you just follow it.
Or
then you do a 2+, and you follow and you do a 2+ dodge. No, you needed to follow! You needed to follow! No!
Blitzing costs some movement. Regardless.
No, you can't be on the sidelines. They're gonna surf you.
This is what we just saw happen.
No. Okay, that's not safe. That's not safe.
Nope.
You can't trust in Blodge from the sideline. I mean, he's gonna put him in front. You gotta put him in front of the ghoul, or the ghoul's going around. Do the GF. Well, you gotta re-roll it. You put yourself in this position. You had the win.
Oh, that makes the fact that he put him there and he's down is now this is super easily surfable.
I mean, it was easily surfable first.
No, but now it's easy. It's easier.
No, it's just as easy. It's a 2+ dodge into a blitz, into a 1-die blitz, because this guy's taking away this assist. It doesn't matter that he's there or not.
You could have had it's a 2. You can make it a 2-die. Like really, and you can make it. No, you can make it because of where the catcher is. You can make it a 2-die blitz instead if you dodge the other other
Yeah,
goal
but now
too.
you have to do 2 dodges.
But
this is scarier. This is risking a 1 in 9. No, wait. That didn't do anything. Why did you do that?
If you blitz from the bottom square now, it's still a surf and it's a 2-die surf.
No, it's not a 2-die surf.
If you blitz from the bottom with the ghoul, the other ghoul.
Yes. He has to go all the way around though.
Yeah, and he has enough movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 2-die. But
that is risking a 1 in 9.
Yep. For
a 2-die, that might be better off.
The two dies are better generally. It's in most situations.
You're risking, but the way you need to think about it is you're risking a 2-die for a 2-die because you're risking a 1 in 9. You can't re-roll to get a 2-die instead of a 1-die. But
in most situations,
I think it's exactly the same actually.
In most situations,
it's changing a 1 in 3 into 1 in 9, which is what you're risking anyway.
Why are you rolling those blocks first?
I don't know.
In most situations, it's better to roll dice before to make something a 2-die than it is to not roll dice and just use the 1-die.
No, not if you need to roll dice to do it.
It is. Look, do the calculations. In several,
yes, you're doing a non-rerollable 1 in 9 to get a rerollable 1 in 9. Like I think it's equivalent, and he just did a GFI he didn't need to do. Making Ben and I so salty, Jeff. That's a better way to think about it. How do bad plays get better with math? That's what shark teaching class should be. All right, he made the dodge. He's probably going to make the surf. Yep. Ooh,
yeah,
that's a game-losing KO.
It is dead. Well, I mean, just having him surfed doesn't matter because it's overtime. He's never coming back regardless of what that result was.
That ball's gone.
I don't know where it went. I can't find the ball.
It's in the mummy's hands? Nope. Okay. Really good scatter for the Undead. They can't pick it up this turn.
Regardless of how that surf went, the fact that he was surfable made him, he's gone forever. It doesn't matter if it was an armor break or if it was a KO or an injury or whatever.
Yes, of course.
He's dead.
Now it is a 3+, 3+, 3+, 3+, 4+, 4+ pickup.
Has the ghoul used the dodge yet? No. So he can 3+, 1.
Oh no, I'm talking about what the Wood Elves can do. The ghoul could 2+ or 3+ dodge with dodge.
He has to 4+, or he won't have the movement.
And he does it. Fails to pick up though.
I don't think I would have tried to pick it up. I would have just left him on the bottom square because this can happen. Okay, it's fine.
It's fine, but this is scatterable again.
Yeah, yeah, it is. Although the scatter doesn't really help. In fact, I think it makes it worse.
So Squeaky, the Wood Elves had a 2+ dodge with dodge, 2+ GFI, 2+ GFI with a reroll to score, and they forgot to follow, so they couldn't score and they got surfed. It hurts my brain.
I don't think I would have tried to pick up with the ghoul there. I would have put it 1 square below so that there were 3 tackle zones on the ball. The Wood Elves have so few players left and no War Dancer that it's going to be really difficult for them to have picked that up. And then you can just punch them off and make it way safer next turn. And if that scatter had gone to like the square to the bottom right of the ghoul, then suddenly the Wood Elves have like a throw dice at the problem to win the game. And if you had just left the ghoul where it was much more difficult, I think. Like, because of where that scatter went, it's still very difficult for them to score it or to get it. But I think it would have been better to leave the ghoul 1 space down. Putting himself in pass and score. Threat, that was words. He's a catcher. He can reroll the catch, is what I'm trying to say, and he's in scoring.
Praise the Kilo. Your math doesn't quite work out. The 1-die play is a 86% with a reroll. So I don't know how that works. It was a 2+ dodge with dodge into a 1-die.
I think he's talking about the debate we had about the dodging the ghoul to make it a 2-die.
He said 50%, and it's an 86% play. The other one. So anyway, whatever. I like this. You're scattering the ball with a 2-die. This makes sense.
The scatter can't. The scatter
can be good because the Raj can pick it up.
It has to go either
bounce into the guard hand.
It has to go into the guard hand or hit the mummy, and anything else is bad.
No, you had to it's only in 1 tackle zone. Maybe scattering it isn't good.
No, because now it's a 3+, and if the scatter was bad before, like there were I think 2 situations in which the scatter was good and 5 in which it was bad.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, like, so this is a 3+, to get the ball, and then I think you have to dodge out and make the pass.
Yeah, I don't know why he threw that 2+.
Because he can use the. I don't know why either. Because you just use the. Well, he used the lineman to pick up the ball, I guess. Does that make the dodging easier? No, it doesn't.
No, it's a 3+, 3+, 3+, 2+, pass. Pretty easy pass. 2+ pass, but with an intercept risk. You want to, and I don't think you can do it so that the Agi Ghoul isn't an intercept risk.
Nope. Reroll it. You got to reroll it.
Oh,
we got the ball.
This is butt clenching. Do you go through? Oh no, you can go 3+, 2+ around the other way, so you're not in the Agi Ghoul's way.
Yeah, you go 3. That's what I said, right? 3+, 2+.
I was thinking about backtracking. Yeah, go through. 3+, 2+. Throw it. Casual. Let's go.
You have no reroll, but 3+, 2+ is not the worst. You don't have dodge, sadly.
Well, 3+, 2+ into a 2+, 2+. Like, it's not. This is likely to fail, but I don't want it to because it will be spicy if it doesn't.
Do it.
Throw it, buddy. No, not that way.
Got it out. He's out. He's out.
No, but now he's risking the intercept from Agi 4.
He is, but
it's bad.
Yeah, but he's still got the parts that were hard.
No, the intercept's tough. The
intercept's like a 5+.
The 4+, isn't it? Yeah.
You got it.
Fuck you. That's what we call you eating dicks.
It was a 5+, so fuck you. I was right, bitch.
It would have been a 6+. You rolled a 5. If anyone else had been in the way, you would have been fine.
Yeah, but you were like, fuck you, it's a 4+. Well, no, it was a 5+, so fuck you, I was right.
This game has driven us insane. Has destroyed the Wonder Twins. No more friendship to be found.
Yeah, clearly the better Blood Bowl coach doesn't understand how the dice work.
Hey,
you can hand off after blitzing, right?
Oh, whatever. This is when I bring up my record, I think. All right, 3+, 5+, red die with wrestle.
Sure. What else are you gonna do?
I mean, no, you foul it with Dead Bob.
Yeah.
And also makes it harder. Kick him. Kick him. He's not going to dodge that way. Just kick him.
If this is a stun, that's game over. Oh, he's going to surf the catcher, which is also really bad. Goodbye.
Is he okay, though?
He's injured. I hope it's a movement
Maybe.
bust. Oh, no, he's fine.
Badly hurt.
He's fine. There are now 3 Wood Elves on the field.
All right. 3+, 5+,
Yep.
2+, red die.
Well, first...
Let's do it.
First you dodge out the guard lineman to put him in scoring range, like in the end zone.
You have to put the guard lineman in the end zone.
Because if this doesn't work, you lose.
Yep.
So you just try it, I think.
If this works, I have no words. Oh, actually, you can make it a 1 die. Yeah, if you go take away these assists.
Nope.
Okay. I don't want to. How many times in this game have I been like, oh yeah, you just do this, and he's like, oh nope, no, they're doing something else. Both coaches are just trying to give me an early grave.
Insert engineer gif. Nope. 3 Elves.
No, I'm telling you, man, this is going to kicks. I don't know how it's going to kicks, but it's going to kicks.
It's not going to kicks. Can I be super fed?
Sure. As long as I can be Gerber.
I don't know who Gerber is, so sure.
He's the baby man.
I know who Gerber is, but I don't know who Gerber is.
Gerber is Gerber's alter ego.
You don't like rant about stuff and become incredibly salty and tilted in chat enough to be Gerber.
Like that someone would say that I don't get tilted enough.
Yeah. But like, man, you pick like 2 or 3 words and just say them, and then Gerber explodes in chat. Like, it doesn't matter what they are. It's like, mention Fireball and he will rant for like 20 minutes and like get so mad it's really funny. Like, I do it every time I see him in chat just because I know it's funny. Wind him up. So he's gonna try the double GFI, and he's gonna drop the ball from missing a GFI, and then the Wood Elves are gonna dodge out.
Yeah, I mean, both coaches have thrown away victory as hard as they could, like, several times at this point. So I look forward to the inventive ways with which the Undead will do this again.
This is this has been 2 coaches trying hard to lose at each other.
Yeah, I think this is the 4th time my interpretation of the match has changed. Oh, casual 2 GFIs. Fails the second one. No reroll. Cool. Why not? Yeah, why do you do that?
All right, 2+ to mark the 2 zombies, and then you do a 2+, 5+ Raj on the ghoul.
No. You do a 5+ dodge with the guard to bring in the guard to assist, and then you do a 5+ dodge with the rest.
No,
because always getting a 2 die is better, Ben. You got to throw dice to make dice.
I mean, not always, but
I'm sorry. I'm just taking.
In many situations, it's surprising. I did the math a bunch of times because when I was, it came up a couple times for me in a game, and I did.
Why is he doing?
I don't know. I'm just gonna pretend this doesn't exist.
What? Oh, he's just taking a corner off. Okay.
It came up in one of my games where I was like, is it better to do like this this roll to make it a 2 die than it is to just take the 1 die. And like after the game, I did the math on a bunch of different situations, and you'd be surprised how often making it a 2 die is worth rolling dice for. Just because it's because of like the choice of dice essentially is why it ends up making a pretty big difference. As you get 2 shots, right? It happens more often than you'd think that like rolling a 3+ dodge to make it a 2 die, or rolling a 2+ GFI to make it a 2 die can be better.
Just so we're clear, a 2+ dodge with dodge into a 1 die that you can reroll is an 86.4%. A 2+ dodge with dodge and a 3+ dodge with dodge into a 2 die that you can reroll for surf. So both are surf dice. So 4 successes is an 85%. So mine was better by 1%.
Okay. But it's surprising how often that it.
Yeah, you're right. Like rolling, especially rolling smaller dice, is often better to like make a bigger dice easier. Because big dice are the likely points of failure.
Yep.
And rerolls get more effective. Well, yeah. This game is making you mad, True Blue.
It's not making me mad. I think it's funny.
Okay, no rerolls. How could this go wrong? He doesn't need to GFI. He can just casually walk the ball forward.
So he's gonna move. He's gonna move the zombie next to the Roger, and then he's gonna blitz the Roger, and he's gonna quad skull or double skull.
Why is he blitzing the?
I don't know.
The guard. Well, it's another elf gone. I guess.
Down to 2 elves. I mean, he has like 4 turns. If he can just make the elves not have players left, it's impossible for him to fail. I mean, I suppose we say that, but
why is he moving up 1 square? It's sudden death. Just go.
I don't know. Yeah, moving the cage sideways 2 squares.
I mean, once again, your opponent has a 5+ 1 die on the ball.
That doesn't change it.
Because 1, 2, that doesn't, no.
5+ 1 die. You have 2 elves. When else are you going to do it? If you don't do it now, you're never doing it.
He's likely to get to the 1 die part of it at least. It's a 55% to make a 5+ with dodge.
And then we're going to hope it scatters onto the zombie and scatters onto the ghoul and then scatters next to the line elf.
No, your screen doesn't do anything.
It doesn't.
Also, this Kaz box is hilarious.
It's
almost full.
Yeah. Okay.
1 more to go.
All right, so move up 7 squares.
I mean, also do a GFI blitz on one of these guys because why not?
Yeah, hit the Well, the Raj piece is more valuable, but you're less likely to put it down because you don't have the tackle guy in range. Just do it the mighty blow, I guess. If you can make it a 2 die.
Don't do it first.
Move
you don't have a reroll. Oh my fucking god. All right.
There we go.
Can he win? Can he win now?
Can you win now? There's 1 elf left.
Better double GFI to get the ball on the sideline, you know?
That 5+ intercept was awful lucky. Because if that wasn't a 5, you just lost because it was a 2+ catch. A rerollable 2+ catch?
Well, he didn't make the pass. He didn't even get to the pass roll. The intercept happens before the pass because it's...
Oh, that's weird.
It's weird. It's like it's like you basically cancel the pass out because you can always intercept even if the pass is stupid because that's like kind of disincentivizes people from dumping the ball over people's heads.
I guess. All right, I vote
GFI along the sidelines because you want to keep things interesting for the casters.
Greed handoff to the other ghoul so that he levels. So what's going to happen is he's gonna greed handoff to the ghoul so that ghoul can level, and the ghoul's going to fail because he has no rerolls. Then the elf is going to pick it up and then Hail Mary it down the field, and then the undead aren't going to be able to get to it in time, and then we go to kicks and the wood elves win. That's what happens.
He's got one elf left.
3 plus 4 plus 5 plus uphill. Or no, it's just a 4 plus 5 plus uphill.
It's true. This game has been very entertaining.
It's certainly true. It's also so long.
It also should have been over. Oh, he's just giving up. Okay.
No.
He's like, I want to save this last.
Why? He's a rookie lineup.
3
Who
SPP.
cares?
He's got 3 SPP, Ben. You can just score. What are you doing?
Double GFI with the mummy to hit the line elf.
What are you doing? Just score. Okay. That's game. I don't have any words.
I called it at the start of the playoffs. I didn't expect this game to happen, though. That was a game. There you go, Tetsuya, your REBBRL College League champion. We'll have to poke you towards Squiggy so that you can retrieve your prize. I don't know what it is, but I know that there is a prize available. So congratulations to Tetsuya. That was a weird game. My cat just stepped on my keyboard and tried to exit Blood Bowl.
I understand the cat's reaction.
That was a game, man. Like there were several points where that was like, they're trying to lose at each other, like in the best way possible.
Yeah, there were like 3 or 4 times in the game where I was like, oh, this is over.
And then they did a thing that made it possible for the other person to recover, and they did. Right, we like offered up a surf on the ball carrier twice. You think the first time that the other player would have learned, but nope. Hey, well, this is how you learn. You don't do that again. But and then the 5+ intercept, like that's one difference right there, I guess, to take away from being a rookie player versus being not a rookie player. Like a rookie player would see, oh man, my opponent got a 5+ intercept and then won. He was really lucky. I should have won that because he was lucky. But the better answer is, why did he have that opportunity in the first place? And because of mistakes that led up to that. But there you go. That's that. Good Lord, that was tiring. I need to go lie down. That's been us. And we'll see you next time.